In this module, you will learn about the characteristics of living organisms. Food. All living things need it, be it humans, plants or animals. Humans obtain food from different plants and animals. Plants prepare their own food by trapping the sun's energy through a process called photosynthesis. They are hence called autotrophs. What about animals? Can they also make their own food? No. Animals depend on plants and other animals for their food. They are called heterotrophs. Animals digest and assimilate food for their growth. Is our body the same as it was, say, 5 years ago? No, it has grown. What made it grow? It's food. Food provides living things the energy needed for their body growth. Consider, for instance, a chicken. It grows into a hen or cock by eating food. Like humans and animals, plants also grow. A seed grows into a sapling, and a sapling grows into a large plant or tree by deriving energy from food. So all living things grow and change as they progress through their life cycles. All living organisms show growth. Plants grow throughout their life, whereas animals grow for a certain period. Growth is an irreversible increase in weight, size or volume during the life of an organism. All living things also respire. It is the process of inhaling and exhaling air. When we inhale, the air moves from outside to the inside of our body. When we exhale or breathe out, the air moves from inside of our body to the outside. This mechanism is called breathing. Breathing is a part of respiration. Respiration is an important process, as it is through this process that the bodies of living organisms finally obtain energy from the food absorbed. Some animals may have different mechanisms for the exchange of gases, which is part of the respiration process. Fish have gills for using oxygen dissolved in water. The gills absorb oxygen from the air dissolved in water. An earthworm breathes through its skin. Plants respire through their leaves. The leaves take in or absorb oxygen in the air through tiny pores present on their surface, and in return give out carbon dioxide. These tiny pores are called stomata. Stomata are mostly found on the lower side of the leaf. Here's something interesting for you to know. Plants produce their food only during the daytime, whereas they respire both during daytime and at night. The amount of oxygen released during photosynthesis is much more than the oxygen they use for respiration. Animals and plants that live on land use oxygen present in air, whereas animals and plants living in water use oxygen dissolved in water. The changes in our surroundings that make us respond to them are called stimuli, and an organism's reaction to a stimulus is called a response. Temperature, light, chemicals, sound and touch are various kinds of stimuli an organism responds to. For example, when you touch a hot plate and withdraw your hand immediately, the hot plate is the stimulus and the withdrawal of the hand is the response. Another example is when we suddenly come out into the bright sunlight from a dark room, our eyes shut them automatically for a moment till they adjust to the changed bright surroundings. The movement of plant parts such as roots, stem and leaves to external stimuli such as light and gravity is called tropism. Phototropism and geotropism are the examples of tropism. Bending of a part of plant towards or away from the source of light is called phototropism. The shoot part of a plant bends towards the source of light, hence it's called positively phototropic. whereas root part of a plant always bend away from light, hence it is called negatively phototropic. Geotropism means growth of plant parts towards the stimuli of gravity. Roots of a plant are positively geotropic, whereas stems and leaves grow away from it, so they are called negatively geotropic. Let us recall what we have learned. All living organisms have certain common characteristics. They need food, they grow, they respire, they respond to changes in the environment.